on Bung World Entertainment, and I don't know where you are in the world, but it's bloody cold here. Which is funny, because we're about to talk Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Chilly, ooh. So, as you can tell by the thumbnail, there's someone missing. More so, in the image, they're missing, but who is it? And why are they missing? Well, it's because it's an original star who has a new role in Frozen Empire. So we're gonna have a look. No, I can say straight off the bat, it's not Lewis. Don't know whether he's gonna show up in some capacity. Rick Moranis, of course, but it's not him. So, who is it? And what is this new role? Well, original Ghostbusters star breaks down their new role in Frozen Empire. That's right. So the Ghostbusters franchise did not spend much time with the original stars of the 84 hit and its sequel when it returned in 2021 with Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire is putting the busting team of Venkman, Stans and Xenomorph back into the heart of the story, and it seems that they have a new member suiting up to make them a foursome again, and it is none other than Annie Potts. That's right, Janine. So Annie Potts, who returns again in the role of Janine Melnitz in the upcoming movie, is set to don the classic boiler suit and join her former employers in attempting to dispatch the latest spooky threat to New York City. This is something that Potts discusses in the new edition of the Empire magazine, noting how Janine is a character that was previously underestimated in her ability to have a cool head in a crisis. She added, "It's a desperate situation, so it's all hands on deck." It turns out Janine is quite capable, as most women tend to be when given the chance. It came as a real surprise. We were weeks into shooting and Gil came up to me and said, "We think it's time. We're gonna have you suit up." I have to say I did get a kick out of it. Janine has served long and well, and I felt like she was finally getting her stripes. You know, she's clearly stayed in touch with the guys between Ghostbusters 2 and Afterlife and Frozen Empire, and she's really been the keeper of the flame at the firehouse. The Ghostbusters are kind of superheroes, so it's very nice to finally be seen in that way too. So Janine is donning the suit. Don't know whether she's going to don a proton pack. There's no images of her with a proton pack. It's possible, and we've a few new images that we can take a look at, really highlighting the OG cast, as well as the two covers for the Empire magazine, which they always do with these type of movies. There's always usually multiple special edition covers. The first cover has the new cast from Afterlife, Paul Rudd and stuff, and then the other one has, of course, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Ernie Hudson and Annie Potts in the boiler suit on the front. Oh, and it should be noted that this movie is being moved up in its release date. So it was meant to come out in late March, and now it's moving up to early March. The funny thing is, it's now moved up to come out side by side with Godzilla x Kong, which will be interesting to say the least. And there's quite a few movies from Sony and Warner Brothers that have been moved up, which is also interesting. Whether that's because they have full faith in it, or whether that's because the strikes pretty much have those studios going, we really have nothing coming out, or we need something out there. Don't know. I think for Ghostbusters it's probably, and Godzilla x Kong, I think it's very much confidence in the properties, because both of those studios already have other stuff coming out. Warner Brothers, of course, will probably dominate March, at least the end of March, because Dune Part 2, of course, comes out as well then as Godzilla and Kong. And Sony won't just have Ghostbusters coming out this year. Next month they have the movie that God only knows what made them put this out, of course, is Madam Web. But Annie Potts suiting up. Janine is now, by the looks of it, a full-fledged member of the team, the busting team. She won't just be answering phones, I guess. I'm still very much looking forward to Ghostbusters. It's just one of those movies that I think is gonna be great. But with that, I have a bunch more coming out as well about DC and a few other things. Wait till you hear the DC one. Oh boy, that video's coming out later. So with that, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.